Assalamualaikum students. Can you hear me?
Assalamualaikum, ma'am.
Walaikum Assalam. How are you all, beta?
Fine, ma'am.
Fine. That's good. You people are present here. Okay, students. There are few instructions before starting the class. You need to turn on your cameras first. Everyone, please turn on your cameras. Kindly, students, all of you, please be quick. It's a compulsion that you are instructed in your WhatsApp groups that you need to turn on your cameras. Please turn on your cameras. How many participants do we have? That's good. Afan, Arham, Hassan, please turn on your cameras. Haya, Lamia, who else is here? Mahnoor, Mariam has turned it on. Arham is here. Noor Fatma, Saad bin Umar. And kindly rename your devices. This Kisami is iPhone. Okay, you have your name over here. Anyways, please, everyone, you need to turn on your camera. It's a requirement by the school and that students have to turn on their cameras so we can see whether you are present or you just have signed in and you are doing your own work. Okay, that's nice. Nice to see you. See your faces. That's good. You are active. Okay. Before starting the class, there are some things I want to share that in this class, we are going to solve the paper, the past paper, section 8 and section B. If you have any confusion, you have the option to unmute yourself and you can ask me. You can raise your hand and I'll allow you to ask. So you can ask me if you have any confusion. The next thing is that you need to mark your attendance in the Zoom session, and for your Zoom session, you will mark your attendance in GC when this lecture will be uploaded in GC. Okay? You need to mark your attendance on GC as well. And the students who are not attending the Zoom session, they will be considered absent for the day. Okay? The students who are not attending the Zoom session, they will be marked absent for the day. These are some of the rules. So should we start? I cannot see all of the students. No, you have turned off your camera. It's a requirement that it's an instruction by the coordinators that the students need to turn on their cameras. Please turn on your cameras, everyone. Anyways, let's start. It's a past paper revision. We are going to start from the section A, objective paper. Okay, the first question is, you will hurt yourself. The underlined word yourself is personal pronoun, possessive pronoun, reflexive pronoun, or emphatic pronoun. Who's gonna answer? Unmute yourself and answer. Who's gonna answer?
Reflexive pronoun.
That's good. It's reflexive pronoun. Very nice. The second one is, the galloping horse scared the child. The underlined word galloping is a verb, a participle, pronoun, or preposition. Anyone? We have a number of students in the class. Anyone else? What is it? Students, what is it?
Participle.
Who's this? Who's speaking? Can you please? It's Lamia. That's it. Lamia. Very good. It's a participle. This is ing form of verb that is acting as an adjective in the sentence. So It is an adjective. It is telling us something. It is telling us the quality of the horse. So the ing form of verb, when it is working as an adjective in a sentence, it's a participle. That's good. Very nice. Next, she takes pride dash her work. Which preposition would be here? In, for, of, on.
In.
In. That's good, Heather. Very nice. Next, the boy was honest. The underlined word was is action verb, linking verb, helping verb, or none of these. What is it? Action verb, linking verb, helping verb, or none of these?
Helping word.
That's good. It's helping verb. It's Mahnoor here. Mahnoor,
Yes, ma'am.
Beta, I can't see you. You're required to turn on your cameras. That's nice. Nice to see you. Okay, that's correct. It's helping verb. Okay. Then I completed my homework, put on my jacket, and left for the market. What is it? Is it a simple sentence, compound, complex, or compound complex? Which tricky? Think about it. Think about it. How many clauses are there in this sentence? Read that sentence again. Let me read it for you again. I completed my homework, put on my jacket, and left for the market. Take out conjunctions from the sentence and then see how many clauses do we have and whether the clauses are independent or dependent. No one? Anyone, beta? What happened? We just did these things after the lockdown. How many? Hassan, where is Hassan? Who's saying something?
Complex sentence.
Mariam is saying it's complex. How many? We have a number of more, students. Anyone else who can tell whether Mariam is correct or not? Where is Afan and Arkham? Where have you people gone? Afan? What is it? What's the answer? Lamia? Is Mariam correct? Heather, what do you think?
मुझे compound लग रहा है.
You think it's compound? Okay.
Ma'am, compound sentence.
Okay, Mahnood, you think it's compound as well. So Lamia, give your suggestion.
Complex sentence.
Beta, Mariam is correct. It is a complex sentence. A sentence that consists of one independent and one or more dependent clauses is a complex sentence. There, I completed my work is an independent clause. Put on my jacket is one dependent clause. Left for the market is the other dependent clause. So we have one independent and one or more dependent clauses. So it is a complex sentence. Got it now? Is it clear, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good, Mariam. Your answer was correct. Okay, next. Oh, why is it not working? Just wait for a while, please. I don't know why it stopped working. Let me open it once again. Sorry for that. Anyways. The next thing. The next we have, I saw a herd of sheep. The underlined word herd is uncountable noun, abstract noun.
Non-collective noun.
What is it?
Collective noun. Collective noun.
That's good. It's collective noun. So it seems that all of you are waking now. No one is sleeping, Hannah. Okay, next. The branches were covered with the blanket of snow. In this sentence, we find an example of imagery, personification, simple sentence, or metaphor.
Imagery.
Imagery.
Okay. Anyone else? One answer is imagery. Anyone else who can answer that the branches were covered with a blanket of snow? In this sentence,
Personification.
ये metaphor है. ये metaphor है.
think about it.
ये metaphor है.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay. Mariam is saying it's imagery. Heather is saying it's metaphor. Anyone else?
Personification.
Better
Ma'am, imagery.
Personification.
example of imagery.
Imagery.
Such words that can create an image in the mind of the reader is imagery. It's not a metaphor, Heather, because there is no comparison. Okay? Okay. Then, she always remained unanswering. The similar meaning of the underlined word remained is firm and resolute, patient, ready to face or prepare for the worst.
Patient.
Okay.
Firm and resolute.
Firm and resolute. Firm and resolute.
Firm
Firm
and
and
resolute.
Firm and resolute.
That's good. It's firm and resolute. The opposite meaning of infuriated is very good, very pleased, helped, annoying, or extremely angry.
Very pleased.
Very pleased.
Very pleased.
So it is very pleased. The antonym is very pleased. Next one is choose the correct spelling. Flamboyant. Which one is correct?
First, A1. Flamboyant. A1.
A.
It's A.
A.
Is it
A.
correct, everyone?
Ma'am, it's A because the rest of them have red underline.
Yeah, smart. Smart thinking. Very nice. Yes, that's A. This is the problem in the PPT slide. Okay. Anyways, but you will not have that option in your paper. There's no red marking in your paper under other words. It's
Ma'am, we will see in the
flamboyant,
paper.
option A. Okay, done. Okay, let's start off with section B.
Big chungus, big chungus, big chungus.
We are going to start with section B. In the meanwhile, you people can mark your attendance in Zoom, and for this session, you have to mark your attendance in GC as well. Got it, students? You have to mark your attendance in Zoom. PPT isn't working. What happened? Sorry for that inconvenience. I don't know what happened to my device. Okay, now we have question answers. Now over here, we're not going to discuss the answers to all these questions. We'll just discuss the main points that are important to be covered under this under these questions. Okay, हम सिर्फ वो main points discuss करेंगे.
मैम एक बात पूछनी है.
Stop chatting, please. Who's this?
Big
Hassan.
chungus, big chungus. Woo! Big, big chongus, big chongus, big chongus. Woo! Big, big.
Who's this?
Ma'am Haya.
How can you say that?
Because his mic was on.
Stop it.
Her
And
mic was on.
stop chatting. Who's doing this? This is Hassan.
मैम एक बात पूछनी है
पूछे लेकिन आराम से, भागे नहीं कहीं पर.
मैम मैं पूछा था मैम हम जो इसमें जूम पे अटेंडेंस लगा देते मैम तो गूगल क्लासरूम पे तो अटेंडेंस नहीं लगानी पड़ती फिर
Beta, before starting the class, I told you that for Zoom sessions, you need to mark your attendance in Zoom and GC as well. Okay?
ओके मैम ठीक है मैम
You have to mark your attendance in Google Classroom as well, because the students who are not attending the Zoom session, they'll be marked absent in GC as well. So that's for that purpose, you
Ma'am,
have to mark attendance on both the places. Okay?
ma'am, how can we mark attendance on Zoom?
Beta, you can mark attendance in the chat box.
Okay, ma'am.
In the chat box, write your name and your section. Done? Okay, let's start up with the question answer. State some salient features of Hazrat Asma's personality. What were the salient features of Hazrat Asma's personality? Who's gonna tell? Anyone? What were the salient features that were discussed in the chapter of Hazrat Asma's personality? Who's gonna tell?
Ma'am, she was very generous.
She was very
Ma'am, she was
generous.
generous
What
and
else?
kind. She showed her love and affection to Hazrat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam.
Very good. That she was very generous. She was wise and brave lady. The first paragraph, or rather the second paragraph, was about her bravery. That she was a brave woman when she used to take food for Holy Prophet and her own father, Hazrat Abu Bakr, to the cave of Thor. So this was the example of her bravery. And then she was kind and generous, that she inherited a garden and she sold that garden and gave all the money to the needy and the poor. So you need to discuss all the three things under this question, that she was brave, she was kind, and she was generous, and she was wise as well. When she did not reply when she did not reply Abu Jahl when he was asking about Holy Prophet and her father Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq. So you need to discuss shortly all the four traits of her personality that are discussed in the chapter. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Next. Are we
Yes,
working
ma'am.
according to the expectations of the great leader Quaid-e-Azam? So this is the answer.
what's up guys
The answer would vary. Okay? So what do you think? What should be discussed under this question? Anyone who can answer that? What do you think? What should be discussed? Anyone, student? Where are you?
We are not working according to the expectations.
We are not working according to the expectations of our leader. What were the expectations of our great leader?
Quaid-e-Azam wanted to form the country on the basis of Islamic values.
That's good.
He told the Muslim Ummah to be united and do not fall into provincialism.
That's very good. That the Quaid-e-Azam wanted our nation to be united and lead our lives according to the rules of Islam, but we are not leading our lives according to the rules of Islam, and we are divided into provincialism, we are divided into caste, we are divided into sects. So we are not leading our lives according to the expectations of our great leader. These are the points that you can discuss as per with reference to the current situation that is prevailing in our society. That's good. Next one. Where is the Blue Mosque situated, and for what purpose does a heavy chain
video mic
Where
Ma'am,
is
the Blue
Ma'am,
Mosque
situated?
is
it's
present in.
situated in Istanbul and it is the largest city in Turkey.
That's good. It's situated in Istanbul, the largest city of Turkey. And what was the purpose of that
And
heavy chain that was hanging on the main door? Left side door, I think.
ma'am, the purpose of heavy chain is to show for the was hanging for the Sultan of that time to show when he entered the mosque he bowed his head in front of the in front of the chain
That's good. Very nice.
and represented that so Allah has the supreme authority and no one is supreme than him.
That's good. It's Afan who's speaking?
No, ma'am, it's me, Usman.
Okay, Usman. Okay, that's good, Usman. You are here. I cannot see you. Where you have not turned on your camera, I think.
Ma'am, my mobile has some camera problems, ma'am.
Okay, it's okay. That's good, Usman. Very nice. Good answer. That it's for the Sultan of that time. So that every time he enters the court, he should lower his head to face the humility in the face of divine. So that was the purpose of that heavy chain. That part where the heavy chain was hanging, it was only meant for the Sultan. That whenever he is going to enter the court, he should lower his head. That's it. How would Helen Keller like to spend 3 days of her imaginative sight? Kanji. 3 days to see. What Helen Keller wanted to do.
I wanted to see the people who made her life easy, and she wanted to tell the students in the university to how to use their eyes to see things, to see beautiful things.
Okay, let's discuss it one by one. On the first day, she wanted to see the friends and relatives who made her life easy even after being blind. See? Next. Beta, why you people have turned off your cameras? Coordinators are also attending the class and they ask the students to please turn on their cameras. It's a compulsion for the students to turn on their cameras. Everyone, please. Other staff members are also attending the class, so please, you need to turn on your cameras. Anyways, we were discussing class question that on the first day, she wanted to see the friends and the relatives who made her life easier. The second day, she wanted to see the panorama of day and night, that how the world, and secondly, the panorama of the world that has changed with the passage of time. And the third day, what was the third day she wanted to do?
See the rising of the sun.
She wanted to see the miracle of the rising of the sun, that how the dark night has been is transformed into a day. So these are the three things she wanted to see in her 3 days of her imaginative sight. Okay, the question answers are over. We are just left with few minutes, 5-6 minutes. Let's go for the next question.
No, there's so much to do in this class.
Okay. Next, paraphrase any one of the following stanza. Stop doing it, please. I wandered lonely like a cloud that floats on high o'er vales and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils, beside the lake beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. Who's gonna highlight some main points of this stanza? Anyone?
Lonely as a cloud is a simile.
That's good. Like you need to paraphrase it.
Ma'am, मैं करूँ?
Sure.
In this stanza has been taken from the poem Daffodils, written by William Wordsworth. In this stanza, the poet says that he was roaming around alone like a cloud, and suddenly he came across a number of daffodils that were dancing and with the breeze beside the lake and under the trees.
That's very good. Anyone else who can do it?
Mom, I don't know the answer.
There's no need to speak if you don't know the answer. Anyone else who can say something, who can paraphrase the stanza?
He was a man who was wandering lonely as a cloud. He was moved when he once saw a crowd. It was a host of golden daffodils. They were beside the lake and beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze.
Anyway, students, so in this stanza, the poet is saying that when I was wandering lonely as a cloud, I was just walking here and there to enjoy the company of the nature, when all at once he said he saw a crowd of golden daffodils, a number of daffodils he had seen, and then the poet has compared golden daffodils with the host. Why the poet has compared the golden daffodils with the host? That the daffodils were welcoming him to enjoy the beauty of the nature. They wanted the poets to come and enjoy their company. And that all the daffodils, there were a number of daffodils, they were in a large amount, that they were all around beside the lake, beneath the trees, and they were enjoying the company of the breeze and dancing and fluttering in the breeze. They themselves were enjoying the company of the breeze and golden daffodils. Okay, this is a stanza. The next thing is that there are a few question answers you can have in your second part B of this question, where you need to read the stanza and answer the questions given at the end. So here are few questions that may be there in after the stanza. So I have written the answers as well. So it would be easy for you to answer the question. For example, there's a question, how the poet was wandering. So the answer may be, the poet was walking alone like a cloud that swim on high over vales and mountains. What the poet saw? The poet saw many daffodils on the bank of a...
How many daffodils? I don't know. Can you count?
Beta, I'll allow you to count. Just wait for a moment, then I'll allow you to count. I will block you who is doing it. If you don't want to be serious, there is no need to attend the class. With what thing the poet compared daffodils? The poet compared the daffodils with stars. How the poet compared daffodils with stars? Daffodils were looking as shining as they were stars. जी
मैम ये इधर मतलब मीटिंग किसी ने ज्वाइन की हुई है अभी मैन के नेम से, ये पता नहीं कौन है और फजूल मैसेजेस कर रहा है.
Let me have that.
मैम पता नहीं कौन पागल आ गया.
Use proper wording. There is no need to use this type of wording. Who else is here? Anyways, so how many daffodils did the poet see? The poet saw 1,000 daffodils in his single look. What did the poet think about the scene? The poet thinks about the daffodils, that how important these daffodils are to him. How does the poet feel in the company of daffodils? The poet felt relict and delightful in the company of daffodils. When does he use to remind the scene? When the poet uses to lie on his bed in empty or in thoughtful mood, he used to remind the scene. Sorry, there are a typing mistake.
Ma'am, do we have to do these on notebook?
Hanji, that's what I was going to tell, that now what you have to do is that you need to do all these questions on your notebooks. Okay, you will copy these on your notebooks, and you'll solve the objectives on your notebooks, question answers, stanza paraphrasing, and the stanza question answers on your notebooks. Okay, so your work will be checked after 11th January when we will be back to school, inshallah. So if you have any questions, any queries, you can ask me. You can ask. You have time, just few minutes left.
Yeah. इसकी आवाज पता ही क्यों नहीं आती?
हाँ जी, anyone बेटा? You wanna ask anything? Is everything clear? No confusion?
Yes, ma'am. It's clear.
That's good. And the disturbance I faced today, it should not be there in the next class. Got it, everyone? And if you people think that I don't know who is doing it, it's very clear to me that who is making these sounds and who is doing it. I will not allow that person to enter my class next time. Got it? And the chat, I do have the that chat is saved to my device. ये जो आप बातें कर रहे हैं, that is saved as well. इसको भी देखते हैं. I'll send the screenshots to the coordinators. Then they will talk to you. The people who were talking to each other.
Oh yeah, man. No, it's a strand. मेला लूट लिया, लटपट डांस किया, खेल खेल में हर जी भर दिया, मैदा मार दिया.
Anyway, students, best of luck for today.
अच्छा चलता हूँ, दुआओं में याद रखना, मेरे जिक्र का जुबा विसार रखना, अंधेरा तेरा मैंने ले लिया, तेरा उजरा.
Now I'll talk to you personally. I'll call you people now. जिनके थे ना आवाजें, मैं अभी कॉल करती हूँ. I'll talk to you people personally now.
ओए बहुत बातें हो गई हैं और थक